Hey everyone, you're watching Big Drone Flyer 77 RC. When we return, we have the HSP. This is the brushed version, 1/10 scale Wolverine, right after this. Hey, welcome back everyone. Thanks for joining me today on Big Drone Flyer 77 RC. And if you notice, I changed the name a little bit to RC at the end, just to let you know that I do a lot of RC cars reviews, and not only drones and helicopters and things like that, but I do a lot of RC cars because I've been in the hobby for over 30 years. It's actually my favorite hobby before I flew drones. This is how I got started back in 1980 with my first RC car, and it was the Dukes of Hazzard, believe it or not. The General Lee was my first remote control. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link up here in the top so you can check out the playlists of all the RC cars that I reviewed, and that way you can take a look and see if there's something that you like there, or just to check out the videos. And there's some pretty cool stuff on there, you guys. So anyways, I got the Wolverine. This was from banggood.com, and this one's the brushed version. So this one's got the 540 motor in it. I went ahead and took the body pins out so we can look underneath. It does have the wheelie bar on here, and it's supposed to be a pretty good truck. It's actually got oil-filled shocks, and this one here actually comes with the nickel metal hydrate battery, so it kind of looks like the Traxxas battery, but it's got the Tamiya connector on there. So you can switch this over to Lipo, so you can run 2 or 3S, which I'll be making some more videos on this so you can see the difference between all three. But right now, this is the battery it comes with, and that's 7.2 volt, and it's 2000 milliamps. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to just do a quick run with it, and then, like I said, I'll make another video. We're going to test out the nickel metal hydrate battery, do a speed test with the 2S, show you how to convert the ESC over to running Lipo, and then we're going to do a speed test with a 3S battery and see how it does and see if it can handle it. It says it can. It's got a 40 amp ESC in there, and it says it can run 2 to 3S, so we're definitely going to try that out. It does come with a charger. This is a European style. I've already had one of these adapters for USA, so that just slides on there. You can find them at your local hobby shop, or even on Amazon, or even I think I got mine at a it was like a hardware stores where I bought this one for a few bucks, so pretty cheap. But when you go to plug this in, I do want to warn you, the red light comes on, you go to charge it. I do recommend a hobby grade charger, so that way you know you're getting the right charge to this battery, because the red light don't turn green when it's charged, so you can have a chance of overcharging that battery. So do be careful. I charged it for about 6 hours, what they recommend, and then I just stopped it because the light didn't turn green. So I really don't like these style chargers, so I do recommend getting a hobby grade charger, or at least a good voltage meter to plug into the battery and make sure that it is charged. So it does come with a tire tool to take off the lug nuts. It comes with some different decals if you want to stick them on there. It's got the Wolverine sticker, so you can put it on the side here, and some other HSP stickers, so that you can add or not add. It's up to you. It doesn't have a full manual, but it is a parts list, so which is pretty good. Gives you all details, the motor parts and stuff like that, all the part numbers, so in case something breaks, you can reorder it, or even look for upgrades. Okay, so there is no actual instruction manual. So you do have some other little parts here, which I already got the manual out of here, but you do have a loop right here that you could plug in and bypass the switch, so it's always got power. I never usually use that. And then you got the stick to run the antenna through, so you can pop the antenna up through the body if you want to put a little hole in there and have the antenna on the outside of the canopy. Got some shock spacers here and 4 screws. And we're going to take a look at the controller really quick, which is not too bad of a controller, you know, especially for, you know, this truck right here. So you'll probably at least get a 100-meter range. I'll probably go and change that out later to like a Dumbo controller. That way you can get about 500 meters, which I shouldn't need with this truck unless I'm running FPV on it. But it's a good little controller. You got all your switches here for reverse switch, and then you got your reverse steering, reverse throttle. Then you got your steering, so you can adjust how much you want it to turn. Then you got your trim to straighten out the wheels. Okay, so it's all pretty much all steering trim right here. So you got throttle trim, excuse me, right in the middle. But pretty basic. Takes 4 AA's. You have to buy them yourself. So, and that's basically it on the controller. I already took the 4 body pins off. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this plastic off finally. But this thing is a beautiful canopy on here. I really like this canopy. It's pretty nice. I'm sure it will crack, so you may want to reinforce it in here if you're really going to do some bashing, you know, but that's up to you. I usually try to if I'm going to really bash it, but this one I'm just going to run on the street for now and just see how it does, do some tests on it. So you got the brushed 550 motor with the cooling fins. It wouldn't hurt to, I got an ESC fan coming, and I'm going to go ahead and put it over the ESC just to keep it cooled down when I run the Lipos. But it should be able to handle it, but it's better to add a fan just in case. But yeah, the suspension's pretty good. Oil filled, feels really nice. The tires kind of, I feel like there's foam in there. You know, they feel really soft, so these are probably going to balloon pretty bad. So we'll have to test that out and see how bad they balloon up when you have it full throttle. But you got the double wishbone suspension. Everything's pretty much plastic on here, but it feels like a good quality plastic. It doesn't. I kind of like having the plastic chassis just because it flexes more. The metal ones, you go and bash it. Sometimes you can go and bend them, and then it just buckles up, and you can't get it back out. You have to replace it. So, but you do have metal bearings inside, but on this one, I believe the cups, at least the cups on here are metal. The dog bone is metal in there, and it's the CV joint in there is actually metal as well, so that makes it really nice. So I do like that part on there. But that's basically pretty much it. Got a nice working servo. It feels good. I just have to take it for a run and see how well it reacts. That's why if it doesn't react very well, that's why I'm going to change the controller out. But that'll be pretty easy in another video later. I bought an adapter, and so that way I can plug into here and run a Dean's connector, so I can run a Lipo battery. But I do want to show you on here. Right, here's the ESC. It's waterproof, and this one you can actually run 2 to 3S Lipo battery. It even says on the ESC, and you can run of course the stock battery, the nickel metal hydrate. But it does give you a little diagram there that tells you where to switch these tabs up here. So you don't want to just put a Lipo in there because it's set up for the nickel metal hydrate battery already. So what you want to do, and I'll show you in the speed run as well, what you're going to do is you're going to actually, right on the other side of this wire here, there's the little, hopefully you can see that, get a little closer here. See those little tabs right there? Well, these little tabs right here, you're going to actually take that tab and move it to the left, this back one here. You're going to move it to the left, and when you move it to the left, it's going to be set up for the Lipo battery. Right now it's to the right. Don't worry about the top one. That one's just letting you have reverse. If you pull that out, the truck will only go forward. So just move that tab to the left, and then you can connect a 2 to 3S battery. So this does have a separate receiver on there, so it's not a 2-in-1. It's actually separated, which is really nice, which is a lot better than that 2-in-1. So on the right side of the car, there's the on and off switch right there. So once you have everything plugged in, You can go ahead and turn the on and off switch right there. And like I said, if you wanted to bypass that switch, you can put that loop on the ESC there and have it constantly power once the battery's plugged in. So just wanted to show you that real quick. But anyways, guys, I just want to do a quick unboxing, just do a quick explanation on the Lipo, because I don't want anybody to burn out their ESC. Like I said, I do recommend buying a fan, ESC fan, connected it in there, and for extra cooling if you're going to run 3S. But it should be fine on 2S, no problem. It says 3S, but I'm going to put a fan on it before I do that. But let's go ahead and take this for a run. It's just going to be all stock. Just going to do a quick run, and then definitely hit that subscribe button and notifications, because I'll be doing the speed test. Like I was saying, I'm going to do the nickel metal hydrate battery that it came with, then the 2S conversion, and then 3S, and we'll do all 3 speed runs and see how it does. So for now, let's go do a stock run. Let's check it out. Alright guys, I'm out here with the Wolverine, going to do the quick drive test. This ain't going to take very long. I'll do more of the driving test once I switch over to when I do the speed test of the Lipo battery versus the nickel metal hydrate, which this ain't going to be very fast at all. So the wheelie bar is going to be just for looks at the moment, because it doesn't have much power with that battery. So at least you can switch over that clip like I showed you in the unboxing, and then I'll show you in the speed run when I make the later on video. But once you switch that over, you can run 2 or 3S, and we're going to test them both. So I do have a 2 and 3S battery for it. But right now, I'm just going to seat the brushes on this brushed 550 motor and just take it for a cruise and see, make sure it runs. So all right, let me go ahead and turn this thing on, the remote. Gonna go ahead and hit the switch right here. All right, sound like it bound. Yep. Yeah, the servo works really good, nice and sensitive, you guys. So let's go ahead and take it out here and just do a little quick run here. Just gonna kind of go and do different little patterns. You know, I know a lot of people just unbox these and they just go and, you know, they just bash them right away. But with these brush motors, I like to kind of seat the brushes a little instead of just hammering it right out of the box. Right now I'm only about almost half power, so it's not a very fast truck, you guys. Let's test out the brake. The brake's pretty slow. On this trim here, I think I made a mistake when I was doing the unboxing. This is actually to add some more forward. See how if I turn all the way up, it goes forward. So you don't want to turn it too far, or you'll have hesitation with the reverse. So you kind of want to get it in that neutral position there. So see, right now, yeah, reverse was hesitating. So now reverse is working good. Hesitates just a little bit. So all right, I got the steering turned all the way up, so I have full proportional steering. I can adjust it halfway so it doesn't turn as sharp, so you don't over correct yourself. And then you got the steering trim, which looks like it's doing pretty good. So all right, got my little girl out there riding her little scooter. It's starting to sprinkle, so it's going to be a quick one here. Okay, I'm gonna hit the full throttle. See, it's not very fast. It takes a while to build up speed. Yeah, so see, it's not very fast. Not very fast at all. So it's just gonna be a pavement run. But yeah, you can get that Wolverine Pro. The difference is it's got dual shock towers. So it's actually got 2 in the front, and then they run 2 in the rear on each side, so which is pretty nice. Plus it's brushless motor. But like I said, this 550, it's just a cruiser, good for beginners, but you can convert it very easily to a brushless system. So well, I'm just breaking her in a little bit, checking it out. It's not too bad. I'm not going to sit here and run it the whole time. I think this runs for only like 12 minutes. So it's not a bad truck. It does brake okay when it's just not super strong, you guys. It doesn't have a whole major braking system in here, so you do want to be careful if you are at top speed or heading down a hill. Start slowing down way ahead of time. May have to adjust the suspension a little bit. I know they got the back tires curved in for traction, and that's normal.
but it looks like the right side's in a little bit more when I'm riding. It's got a lot of play in it. I don't like I didn't mention in the unboxing, I don't really like this style. See how they got this little knuckle right here, this little rounded knuckle for the axle, where they'll hold the axle and stuff like that, for the hub and stuff. I don't like those because they're sloppy, you know. It just seems like a lot of play. I'll show you on the back here without dropping my controller here, but see, you get a lot of play right there. You get that I just wasn't a big fan of that, but you know, I'm sure you can upgrade it later, but if you want to spend the money on it. So, but it does the job for now. Oh, that thing's kind of heavy, so I think that's why it's going so slow, because the truck's heavy and it's underpowered with that 550. Now the brushless system, I'm sure it'll probably be awesome, but we'll see what happens with the Lipo once I go and convert it. See how it wobbles like that? I don't like that. It's too loose of a suspension. So, you know, the A-arms are loose on there. You know, even the cross member bars are just, it's sloppy, you know. It's just got that wobble. But you know, like I said, for a little over $100, I think, well, I think they just brought the price back up, but I think you can get these like around 150 to 180 bucks. But I'll have a sales code in there, so that way you can get more percentage off. But it's definitely worth over $100, you know, and there's a lot to do with to be able to upgrade on it. So HSP has tons of aftermarket parts, so you'll be good on that. Well, anyways, guys, that's basically it. I'm not going to keep running it. You don't have to sit here and watch me keep going in circles. So I just want to give it an initial run, and then definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notifications is the most important thing, because if you want to see more to come on the channel, and plus for this 94701 Wolverine brushed truck, we will be doing the crossover on running Lipo 2S and 3S on it next. So, and that's basically it, guys. You know, been good. Thanks for sending this out for a review. And guys, I sure appreciate all your support. It sure means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the channel as well. So, all right, guys, like always, God bless, cheers, and happy driving.